Off as the government shutdown continues, both parties point fingers, and there's impacts that are being felt by citizens. Coming up, efforts towards a deal now stand. And lots of local events happening in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan this weekend. We'll take you through annual celebrations and first-time openings. Plus, NASA prepares for a bold new Mars mission. What makes this launch unlike any that have come before it? Welcome into WTOL 11 News on Plus. Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Hartnett. Michael has the night off. We'll get to those stories and more in just a few minutes, but as you can see behind me, we've got rain and snow moving toward our area. That's why we want to start first with Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers. Chris, when could this be coming towards us?
Megan, by tomorrow morning, and the question is, are you ready for it? Because it is going to be rolling into the area, weather impact alert day, and by the time you wake up, we could have some wet snowflakes beginning to fall. Now, it's going to take some time for accumulations to actually overrun some of the warm ground conditions we have, but Sunday night into Monday, we are going to get the first snowfall into the area, and accumulations will end up being likely, so hang on to this with a brisk wind chill that will show up, especially as we go into the morning hours on Monday. So here's the system. We're going to almost see the spinning circulation around it, colder air tucking into the backside of this system, and here's the rain that's going to be working toward our area. It should be coming in before midnight, and that will begin to cool us back into the 30s. Right now, we're upper 30s, lower 40s. A look over downtown Toledo. We've got dry conditions, a few more hours, 42 degrees, but as we go after midnight, that's when we begin to fall back into the 30s. And to plan your Sunday, rain, snow mix in the morning. Could get a quick burst or two of some moderate snow showers where it will coat the grass, elevated surfaces, and begin to turn us more winter-like. I'm going to break down the hour-by-hour forecast and also how much snow to expect, but several areas could get an inch or more, and we'll preview when the wintry weather lets up. That'll be coming up in my hour-by-hour forecast as well. Megan, back over to you.
Thanks, Chris. The government shutdown is now stretching into its 39th day, the longest on record. Senators failed to pass a bill that would pay federal workers who have been working during the shutdown on Friday. The shutdown drags on as lawmakers are expected to continue meeting this weekend. Jen Sullivan explains the impact it's having on millions of Americans.
The Senate will come to order.
The Senate back in session Saturday as the government shutdown settles into a sixth week with no end in sight.
Instead of governing, Republicans are playing games with people's livelihoods.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer proposed a plan Friday to reopen the government if Republicans agree to extend health care tax credits by 1 year. Those subsidies help lower health insurance costs for millions of families, and they're set to expire at the end of the year. But Republicans are worried they're too costly.
Republicans are not about to further burden taxpayers by blindly extending a flawed program.
Caught in the middle of the gridlock on Capitol Hill, the American public. Millions of federal workers are not getting paid. TSA agents and air traffic controllers are still expected to come to work, but many are calling out.
They don't have the means to come to work. They're calling in because they can't put gas in their car, or they can't afford to pay for daycare.
The sick calls are causing staffing shortages at airports and aviation support facilities across the country.
Each FAA facility has a minimum staffing level. They have to have this in place or regulatorily they cannot operate.
The FAA says it will gradually reduce air traffic by up to 10% by November 14th at 40 major airports. The decision could cut thousands of flights a day. It's already having a major impact on travel, stranding passengers.
The whole board, there were so many cancellations.
We can always rent a car, take the Amtrak.
As of 3 p.m. Saturday, more than 4,200 flights had been delayed and more than 1,000 flights canceled, according to FlightAware. Jen Sullivan, WTOL 11.
In a social post today, President Trump has once again called for Senate Republicans to end the filibuster in order to reopen the government. Trump also suggested that instead of extending the enhanced subsidies for the Affordable Care Act, the payment should be sent directly to the American people. Trump has previously insisted in public and private that the so-called nuclear move is the simplest way to resolve the crisis. Vice President J.D. Vance also posted a similar message about ending the filibuster on social media. Veterans Day is coming up this week, and more than 20 local veterans were honored today. Residents of Simmons Crossing in Rossford put together a luncheon to honor those who served and their years of sacrifice. Local businesses donated to help the event come together. One Army veteran who was honored says today was incredibly special.
The people at Simmons Crossing and the people who put this on, they're a dream come true. It was very, very nice, and I appreciate it more than I can really, say to them.
Coming up at 11 here on WTOL 11 Plus, we'll have more stories from those who served and hear what it meant for them to be honored today. The holidays are just around the corner, which means it's the start of the season for shopping and Christmas craft fairs. Proclaim FM hosted its annual Christmas craft fair. 60 vendors and artisans set up shop selling handcrafted items, seasonal decor, and unique gifts. Santa and Mrs. Claus also made an appearance. There were prizes and raffle giveaways throughout the day.
These are a labor of love. Every single table is different and unique. We have crocheted items, we have handmade cards, we've got wood burning items, we have chain art. We have some of the neatest things here and the greatest people.
Organizers say the event is a way to focus on small businesses, supporting and celebrating them throughout the holidays. That's not all. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in Blissfield, Michigan. The 51st annual Yuletide Festival is happening downtown this weekend. The festival offers fun for the whole family, including carriage rides, a tree lighting, breakfast with Santa, shopping, and more. It continues Sunday with a kinder market for young crafters to show off their talents, along with a brunch and bingo for the adults. Activities are happening all day starting at 10 tomorrow morning. Along with the Yuletide Festival in downtown Blissfield, a new salon celebrated its ribbon cutting today. Twisted Scissors Salon and Boutique opened its new location downtown last week after 5 years of business in Adrian. The salon offers classic haircuts and color treatments, as well as eyebrow and eyelash treatments. At the front of the salon is a boutique with Christmas sweatshirts, t-shirts, and other gift items.
Then I also have some non-seasonal items that are agricultural based, obviously, because we're an agricultural community. So that definitely appeals to the locals as well. We've had a lot of positive feedback so far since we've opened. I've gotten flowers from other businesses. A lot of people came in just to say hi and welcome to the community, and that's been great. Nice to meet you. The shop is open 4 days of the week, being closed Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. While runners brace the cold weather this morning in an effort to end hunger. The 58th annual Church Hills Half Marathon and 5K took place at the shops of Fallen Timbers and Perrysburg High School. The proceeds from the race go toward Food for Thought, the Toledo Roadrunner Scholarship Funds, and the Toledo Roadrunners Grant Program. Over 1,200 people ran today's course.
For me to see runners out here participating shows, one, that people want to be active. Two, they want to support other people. You see, and then their family members or friends are out here supporting them, especially when you do the longer distance. And it's just nice to see the community and camaraderie of people come out here and do such a thing.
Half marathon runners had a scenic course passing by the Maumee River, through Perrysburg and Waterville, and finishing back at the shops. Readers were swooning over their next read at this year's Toledo Romance Con. This is the second year for the event at the library. The headlining author duo Christina Lauren held a panel this morning, followed by others led by writers like Chip Pons and Nikki Payne. Book lovers had the chance to talk to more than 50 different romance authors, buy books, and get some romance reader merch from Jute Mode. The library announced a romance author series launching in February. Last year, more than 2,500 readers showed up. This year, they expect to match that or beat that. Check this out. The Millions jackpot is nearing $1 billion. There were no tickets that matched all 6 numbers during Friday night's drawing. That means the $900 million prize is still up for grabs. It also happens to be the 8th largest jackpot in the game's history. The next drawing will be Tuesday. The last time someone won the jackpot was June 27th. And the Mega Millions jackpot isn't the only thing taking off this weekend. NASA is preparing to launch a dual satellite mission to Mars. The twin spacecrafts are slated to lift off as soon as tomorrow afternoon. The mission is called Escapade, and its goal is to investigate why the barren red planet started to lose its atmosphere billions of years ago. An aerospace company behind the project says the mission will also aim for an orbital trajectory that has never been attempted before. If successful, it could be a crucial case study that would help planetary science missions in the future. Both spacecraft will enter Martian orbit in September 2027. Tomorrow morning, catch an all-new Leading Edge on WTOL 11 at 8:30. Here's Jeff with a look at his exclusive interview with Toledo's mayor.
Hi, I'm Jeff Smith. Coming up on the next Leading Edge, 8 years in and now an historic third term. Mayor Wade Kapsakavage is the first Toledo mayor ever elected 3 times. But what comes next may be his toughest test yet. Let's turn it around and say you had lost. You got up Wednesday morning and you said to yourself, damn it, I didn't get to do blank. What would that have been?
I would have said to myself, I didn't get a chance to build on the momentum that Toledo clearly has and build toward what I think is as bright a future as any city in this country has. I think we are ready. In fact, I know we are ready to grow as a city. That's going to be my focus going forward. And maybe I would have lamented that we didn't have the chance to put the housing piece in place that is going to allow us to grow our population, which is really the final piece of the puzzle.
History made, but the story is still being written. Leading Edge drops Sunday on all WTOL 11 platforms, including the Leading Edge podcast on Spotify and Apple.
A powerful tornado ripped through southern Brazil last night. State officials say the tornado killed 6 people and injured more than 400 others. The tornado hit speeds of more than 155 miles per hour and destroyed dozens of homes, prompting the government to declare an emergency. State officials say in a statement that at least 1 person is missing hours after the tornado touched down.
How about that video there?
It is crazy to see that type of destruction.
You've seen that type of destruction, of course, is still coming off of what happened in Jamaica as well with Hurricane Melissa. And back here at home, we're going to be talking snow that's going to be arriving into the area.
No, it feels early.
It feels a little early. You check the calendar, though, this point in November, it's not unusual to get snow this time of the year. Just going to be kind of a shock of how quickly we've transitioned into that winter season.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like just a few weeks ago, we didn't even need sweaters outside.
We didn't, but I imagine if you don't have anywhere to rush out the door tomorrow morning, you wake up, you brew that cup of coffee, you just watch a little light snow come down. It'll sort of get you in maybe the upcoming holiday spirit.
Exactly.
All right, let's take a look at this. Weather, satellite and radar pictures going to be showing next several hours if you're going to be headed out or maybe doing a late dinner tonight, trying to catch a movie, or going to be in before midnight. We expect there's going to be no travel issues. Yes, we will get some rain that will begin to work into the area, and I've got it on Doppler radar, all in the form of liquid, but you'll notice some colder air tucking into the system, and we're going to get something that occurs tonight called dynamic cooling, which means we're going to see rain that begins to come down. It will evaporate somewhat as it reaches toward the surface, and that cools the atmospheric column. So a little bit of science there, but bottom line is we're telling you it's going to get cold enough. Snow is going to be coming into the region. We're right around 40 degrees now, and let's highlight what we're going to be expecting as we get into the morning hours. And again, I mentioned a gentle light snow falling. There could be an hour or two where we get some moderate bursts of snow, and I know the ground is warm, so as that snow falls, it's going to struggle to accumulate initially, but rooftops and areas that are elevated will see that coating of snow, and eventually it may snow at a rate quick enough that it does begin to accumulate. So the hour-by-hour forecast, most important details I'm going to show you here. Rain-snow mix going to be occurring as we go through daybreak Sunday. It's more likely east of I-75. You will still be in the form of rain west of I-75 in southern Michigan. More of a rain-snow mix changing to all snow. That's our greater threat of accumulation west of I-75. And some snow chances continue on and off through Sunday morning and into early afternoon. And we're not done with it yet. That's round number 1. The next round comes in Sunday evening and into Sunday night. And this could very well include a couple bursts of some heavier and steadier snow as we get into Monday morning. So our weather impact alert day that's out there, we are expecting a taste of winter, the season's first snow and accumulations. It will be possible for many